And
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game series between the New York Yankees and the Baltimore Orioles. Looking forward to this matchup, and it's next on MLB Network. Jordan Yamamoto, the right-hander from the Aloha State, gets the call on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA 3 starts, so he's going to have to one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Standing in, Kevin Newman. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. He's ready. Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Guys, the Orioles, as they begin play here tonight, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact, they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
What an opportunity to get a chance to put our eyeballs on one of the best teams in baseball right now. This team has played so well. Their manager has been on point. Every move he makes is working. Timely hitting, great defense, good bullpen. The starters have been on point. This is going to be special.
With that, here's a look at the Yankees starting lineup. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matt, going into this, looking at both lineups, they're both hot right now and they can both swing the bats. We probably got a slugfest on our hands. What pitcher's going to make the big pitch? A big spot, execute something to get his team off the field. Otherwise, probably a team with the last at bat's going to win this one.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. Yamamoto has pitched a little more than 160 innings in this campaign, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And there is our officiating crew in this one, calling balls and strikes, Mr. Freddie Ferguson.
Hey, Dero, you better be ready to swing, particularly at that low pitch. Freddie Ferguson, low ball umpire.
Yeah, makes it tough on the offense. I was a guy who liked the low ball, but that usually means those guys are susceptible to that slider in the dirt. You have to see the ball up, and this guy doesn't give you a chance.
Too high that time, and it's 3-1.
Part of the order on deck, so keeping this 2-hole hitter off the bags is always important.
The 3-1. He'll try to bunt his way on as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single. Now a move over to first, and he'll dive back in. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. Fouled away. Fouled off. Back up the middle. And that gets through for a one-out base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. The second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Standing in now, Gary Sanchez in the dirt and blocked behind the plate. No movement on base. It's ball 1. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. This one's down to third. And a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Yankees score first. It's 1-0.
Hey, D-Row, they're making this guy pay. That's 3 straight singles and a run driven in.
Yeah, nothing hit extremely hard. Killing them softly, station to station with those knocks.
And that'll bring up Miguel Andujar as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. He'll come in here at 263 and even 20 home runs and 60 runs batted in. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Working for the punch out and the offering. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone.
That's a pretty impressive pitch from a young arm like that. If you could spot your pitches there and advantage counts like 1 and 2, you're going to have a lot of strikeouts and soft contact.
That'll bring in Giovanni Urshela. Skied into straightaway right. Santander grabs it to retire the side. Yankees forced to settle for 1. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. It's the Yankees 1. The Orioles coming up. You're watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Luis Severino will be the starter in this one for the Yankees. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Striding in, Julian Hernandez. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And now a pitch on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder is on the run. He's there and records the first out. Now a moment here in Baltimore for the Orioles starting lineup. D-Row, tell us about this lineup as they try to force a rubber match in the series.
Matty, you take a look at this lineup, and they're frustrating to watch at times because they ground into the most double plays in the league. You want to talk about a pitcher's best friend. You finally get a guy on first base, and you're coming unglued first pitch down below the knees, grounding into a double play and bailing everybody out. I need better approaches out of this lineup today.
Here it comes. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they've been playing better than 500 baseball of late, 5-3 in their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now. Previous history with Luis Severino, just a 3 for 13 batting line. And he missed with that one. It's ball 4. A 1-out walk here in the home first. So here's Trey Mancini, and as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Brantley, the runner at first with one gun. 1-1. And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A bouncer up the middle. Torres at the bag. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing across here this half. One inning in the books here. The Yankees lead this one 1-0. And that'll bring in Garrett Cooper. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First offering on its way. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. It'll be a leadoff single. With that, the Yankees have put their leadoff hitter aboard to start out the inning.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
And digging into the batter's box next will be Giancarlo Stanton, as he'll take a called strike here on a borderline pitch at strike 1. A runner at first with no outs here. And he falls behind 0-2. Down and away. It's a ball and 2 strikes. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up free bases.
Now a swing and a miss, and Stanton is down on strikes for round number 1.
Boy, there's nothing better from a pitcher standpoint than watching that high fastball, a high piece of cheese, swung at and missed. That pitch looks so inviting to hit, but it's awfully tough to put in play.
Stepping in now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Ball 1. Yankees lead this 1-0 here in inning number 2. And he looks at one in there, 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. And this one's in the dirt. Throw goes over to third, and it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
He's set. Here's the 3-2, and he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kevin Newman comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
I wonder if that call not going his way right there has anything to do with walking the last guy. We all know umpires don't give you much on the corners if you're not throwing strikes consistently.
Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1. Yankee shortstop behind in the count 1-2.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
Runners are at the corners with one man out. On the ground is short. This could be two. Kendrick in there ahead of the throw.
They couldn't turn the inning-ending double play. They just get the force out at second, and the runner scores from third.
Digging in, Jason Dominguez. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
This is somewhat of a cause for concern. This guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering, and it's fouled away. A runner on first with two away. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1. A ball and two strikes now. The 1-2 is taken for ball two. Runners off for second. Pitch inside the throw. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position, but instead the inning is over. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. More of MLB Network's Saturday Baseball after this. In now for the O's, Miguel Sano. It's been a big season for him in the power department, closing in on a home run title.
You know, D-Roll, it says a lot to be a power hitter in this game, but this guy's going for a batting title. How about 4 home runs in his last 10 games?
Yeah, you make a mistake to this guy right now, you're not getting the ball back. He is on everything. Perfect timing at the plate.
Skied down the left field line. Stanton will get there as he makes the catch in foul territory for the first out.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And guys, this starting pitcher right here is in the top 5 in the league in strikeouts. And what does that tell me? That tells me that his defense cannot fall asleep in this one. They better go through their pre-pitch routine. They better stay on their toes and stay engaged in this one in case something finds a barrel.
So now Carlos Santana, as he'll take a look at ball one. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there are 2 away now. So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Orioles. They trail it here 2-0. New inning set to get underway, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Jason Dominguez.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
And there's ball one. Swing and a miss on the cut fastball. 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. And the pitch.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
That's a good pitch right there, but you know, as a base stealer, when you're in the box like that, you want to protect your moneymakers, right? You don't want anything around your knees or your feet, so he was fortunate to get out of the way of that one.
The next 3-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Into the box now, Torres. He singled his last time up. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And that misses, ball one. One out, nobody on. One and one the count. Pitch on the way. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he fouls this one off. Here's a ball hit softly down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone.
The batter, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
So here's the follow up, the RBI single from his first at bat. Now here's the pitch. This year against right-handed pitching, Sanchez carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. The 1-0. Fouled away. So far this season, Sanchez has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. The 1-1. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. Another look at a gem at third base as this ball is speared midair. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Anthony Santander the next to bat. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Well above the letters with the fastball that time. Changeup stays outside and he's behind 2-0. Looked like he tried to pull it there, but he swings right through the fastball. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
And another foul ball. 2-2. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. Into the flag court and gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. Number 28 on the season. As the Orioles have cut into the deficit, it's now a 2-1 ball game.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
Stepping in, Jorge Alfaro. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Nope, that's inside.
Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1. Bases are empty here. Nobody out. Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here to left. Number 21 for him on the season, as the Orioles have come back to tie this one at 2.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
And digging into the batter's box will be Hanser Alberto. Popped him up. Cooper has a play. Makes the play. 1 away. And with 1 away, time for a check of the standings in the American League East as you get a look at where these two teams find themselves entering play. At the plate, Julian Hernandez. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball. 0-1, no strike.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he falls behind now. 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to the Orioles leadoff hitter.
You know, Matty, I'll never understand this. You work so hard throughout the course of the season and course of this game to get in 1-0, 2-0, 3-1 counts. Guarantee yourself a fastball 80 to 90% of the time, and he takes it. Just can't understand the methodology there.
A full count now for the Orioles center fielder. And he takes ball 4, so he's on, and as you know, that often means the steal could be in order here. So coming to the plate, Michael Brantley. He drew a walk his first time up. He's set. Here it comes. He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
Runner at first here with one away in a 2-2 ball game. Started the breaking ball far too inside that time. Laid off for ball one. Runner goes for second. A pitch out. The throw on a great time to pitch out.
That's a big-time throw right there, and it's a tall task to throw him out stealing a bag, but he got rid of it quickly, and it was a good job down there applying the quick tag. They'll have to feel good about that one.
Here comes the 2-1 to Brantley. Started to go around, but he's able to check his swing for ball three. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. On the move is Stanton. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4, and we are tied 2-2. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Yankees manager to discuss his thoughts on his team's offense. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. It's still pretty early in the game, but they've seen a lot of pitches already, and he thinks the 2 runs they've pushed across so far is just the beginning, given the quality of the at-bats they're putting together.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the 4th, and striding forward the designated hitter, Miguel Andujar. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1. And a fastball runs a bit inside. He's down 2-0. And the pitch. Oh, this ball is hammered out to deep center field. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a solo shot to dead center, number 21 for him on the season. As the Yankees move out in front here, it's now 3-2.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup, so a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Gio Urshela. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0 is a slider taken for a ball.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Slider misses, and he's in danger of losing him here. 3-1. Garrett Cooper is on deck. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Brantley going back, still going back. Gone! So a solo shot here to left center field, number 31 for him on the season, and it'll give the Yankees a 4-2 lead.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
To the plate now, Garrett Cooper. as the first pitch misses high and inside for ball one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. Right side. And that's through for a hit.
You never want to beat a pitcher that breaks a guy out of a slump, but this guy was too good. You knew it was a matter of time before he started barreling baseballs. That gives him a multi-hit game, and I'm sure he's feeling good about it.
Giancarlo Stanton now, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 on its way. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Brantley on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Man, I feel for him, but you've got to call a spade, right? He's really struggling. The sample size is 3+ innings, and in that time, he's given up 8 hits, so it might be time to cut your losses and make a change out there.
At the plate now, Aaron Hicks, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one. None out, runners at first and second. There's a cut fastball that time that runs in a bit too tight, and it's 2-0 now.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Outside, 3-0 now.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
Here comes the Baltimore skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. Marcus Walden answers the call from the pen here in the 4th, as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. Kevin Newman will stand in against the new pitcher, and he couldn't ask for a better scenario as he stands in with the bases loaded and nobody out. Here comes the first pitch.
1-0.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Here's the 1-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
Has a look, now the pitch. Cut fastball, and there's strike 2.
Hey, I love the aggressiveness right here and wanting to be a hero, but this is where you got to tell yourself to relax a little bit. I had an old coach tell me one time, when the bases are loaded, just concern yourself with getting a guy in from third.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. hit weekly back to the mound. He'll come to the plate with it. They get the force at the plate. Return throw is in time. And what do you know? They do get the double play.
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Dominguez.
In now, Jason Dominguez. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch of the at-bat. No balls and 1 strike. Comes set. The 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Swing, and he puts a charge into this one, high and deep, and you can't forget about it. This ball is gone. Three-run home run down the line in right. 4th home run for him on the season, and the lead is now 7-2.
As soon as this thing left the bat, you knew it had the distance to get out of here. The only question was whether it was going to stay fair or not. And that question was answered with a resounding doink as it caromed off the foul pole for a homer.
Into the box, Labor Torres. Fouled off. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 0-1 delivery.
Hey! No ball, 2 strikes.
Swinging a hard liner to center field. And the Bombers have it going here, as this is also good for extra bases. And he is in there.
And he obviously didn't let last night's hitless outing get to his head too much, because that's his 2nd hit of the ball game. This one a double. I'm sure he's feeling a lot better about the way he's going right now.
At the plate, Gary Sanchez. And a slider bounces, and that gets away. And he's going to make it up to 3rd here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Well, some would say no harm done with that wild pitch, right? But I disagree. The runner's now 90 feet away from scoring, an infield single, a booted ball, and he crosses the plate. That might not be the case if he were still on second.
7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. From the stretch. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 9 men come to the plate, however, 5 of them score. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. The Yankees are out in front, 7-2. Leading off the inning, Trey Mancini, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
That's out.
And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
Hit hard to third, and that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit. Well, after being late on a fastball there, it looked like they did him a favor.
Yeah, Matt, that's surprising right there. I don't understand that pitch sequence. He blew the fastball right by him, sped up his bat with the off speed, and got hurt.
Here's Miguel Sano as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball. 0-1.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Here's the 0-1. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out. Runner in scoring position at second with one away. And that'll bring in one of the best on-base percentage players in the game, Carlos Santana. He's set, and the pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
The 1-0. Fouled away. Runner at second here with one man out. Two balls and a strike to the Orioles first baseman.
2-1.
Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
I mean, that's a classic case of coming off your backside right there. He lost his entire back leg, was out in front, couldn't keep his hands back.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Fouled off. The 2-2 one more time. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
It's never a good look to strike out looking, but it's way worse when you do it with a guy in scoring position. Those are the times you really want to see a guy battle and at least put the ball in play.
Here's Howie Kendrick. And a swing from him yields a foul pop out of play to the right. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. On, he pops it up. And that's going to get the job done. It's a base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and that'll cut it to a 7-3 ball game now.
Boy, that's an aggressive send there, D-Roy, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Standing in now, Anthony Santander, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He homered back in the third inning in this one. Comes set, and the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Two out with the man at first. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball well outside. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Has a look, now the pitch.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Count remains full. The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away. Drilled right back up the middle. That's through for a base hit. He's now 2 for 2 in this one. And the throw will come in quickly from center, so despite the hit and run, they won't get the extra base here.
I know this guy isn't known for his hitting prowess, but that's a nice job right there. Getting a single on a 3-2 pitch in the middle of the zone. Grab your glove and flash some leather.
So now to the plate, Jorge Alfaro. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 2 men on, 2 away here in the 4th. The 1-0.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Misses, ball 2. And he fouls this one off. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Now the 3-2 pitch. To his left, it's knocked down at third. And the throw pulls him off the base, and the inning's going to continue.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
Now at the plate, Hanser Alberto. He popped out in his first trip.
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to drive the ball in the air, but he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away. 2 out, bases loaded. And this is taken. It's a ball and a strike now to the Baltimore shortstop. The 1-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Orioles settle for 1. We played 4 full. The Yankees lead it 7-3. All set for the start of the inning, and standing in is the DH, Miguel Andujar.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Matty, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
In there, 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Pretty unusual that you see a 5-0 hitter take 2 strikes in a row. Typically, those are some of the most aggressive batters in the lineup.
Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Andujar is retired, and there's 1 away. There's a look at the final line for the Orioles starter, and clearly he was off his game this evening.
Well, this certainly wasn't what they were looking for in this one. They were hoping to get some innings, but you could see right from the get-go he just didn't have it in this one, lasting only 3 innings. A lot of outs now to get from that bullpen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Gio Urshela stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. Pitch on the way. Clearly fooled there on the slider. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. Really tied him up on that one.
Yikes, he kind of looked clueless on that swing right there, Matt. If I'm pitching, I'm going right back to that same pitch.
Ready on 1-2. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. And the throw to first is there to record the 2nd out. Stepping up to the plate, Garrett Cooper. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. First offering on its way. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
Man, this guy's been locked in all game long. I don't know where that ugly swing just came from.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Line drive to left. Brentley will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. They hang on to a 7-3 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and next will be a speed threat in the form of outfielder Julian Hernandez.
This one doesn't look good so far, down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. From the windup, the 2-0 pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. And the pitch. Here's a swing, and he loses the bat from his hands as it heads over toward the first base dugout. Looks like everyone's okay, however. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the fifth the same way he ended the fourth, with a punch out, one away.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
And here's the left-handed hitting Michael Brantley as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. The 1-0 is in off the plate.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And he gets this fastball over. It's 2-1.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
One out, nobody on. And that changeup makes him jump, a swing and a miss.
You know, from a hitter's perspective, you get pounded in, and then he throws a nasty changeup away. Is the mindset to tell yourself that he's going to go in and out all day long, or is he going to double up? That's the cat and mouse we're seeing right now.
And here's a changeup in there for a called third strike, and that's the second out of the inning.
Pretty impressive back-to-back strikeouts to start the inning. What's even more important is now he gets to face the middle of the order without anybody on base for them to drive in.
And here's the big right-handed power threat, Trey Mancini, as he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball. 1-0. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The 1-0 is laid off for ball 2. He's got it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is top half of the 6th about to get started, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way.
1-0.
High chopper to third. The 1-1 home. Count is 1-2 now. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Now another 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2.
Well, I think that pitch is the result of a lot of foul balls. He might have tried to do a little bit too much with it, trying to get him to swing through it, but it just ended up taking off on him.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball.
You do not want to walk the 8-hole hitter. It just opens up so many options. Do we bunt him over to second with the 9-hole hitter? Do we try and play for that big rally with the top of the order coming up? This is a huge pitch. You can't allow this guy to walk.
And he'll finally just wear him down as this one swung on and missed for the first out. To the plate now, Aaron Hicks. As he'll take a look at ball one. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 18 homers, and he's driven in 45. Now the 1-0. Bases are empty, one man out. can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Now here's the pitch. Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
Boy, he's having a hard time just putting the ball in play right now. He took the hat trick with 3 strikeouts yesterday, and here's another one today. Looks to me like he just needs to simplify his approach and focus on making some contact.
Stepping in now, Kevin Newman. As he'll take a look at a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Looking at his career totals, Newman hits a little over the 270 mark. And that's inside and a bit low anyways. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off him. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
This is line to left. Coming on is Brantley, but he won't get there. It's a base hit. He was in a position to wait for his pitch on 2-0, and he got it to keep the inning hot.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
Jason Dominguez will stride in again, as first we flash you back to his at-bat in the 4th inning, and what a big one it was. A 3-run home run that was certainly one of the big blows in the ballgame to this point. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
Too much bite on the sinker, and he's behind 2-0 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
Hard hit ball to second. Kendricks got it. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. Yanks leave 1, but they lead it by 4. It's 7-3. Enrique Salinas enters to do the pitching in the bottom of the 6th. So the big bat of Miguel Sano digs in next.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman, Miguel Sano.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. And that's taken for a called strike 2. Ready on 1-2. Low with a fastball that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now, 3-2.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now to the plate, Carlos Santana. No hits to this point. From the stretch.
Got to believe the pitcher's going to trust his defense right here. Look for something down in his zone to induce a ground ball double play.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And it looks like the Yankees will have a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. The 1-1. Back up the middle. And that will be a base hit here for Santana.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, Howie Kendrick. On a line to shortstop. Jonathan Holder will come on now and make his 55th appearance of the year. Digging in the switch hitter, Anthony Santander, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan of bloop and a blast. They could certainly use that right now.
Strike one to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Hard stuff on the corner, and he's got him 0-2 now. Holder is at least partially known for a good changeup, and it's not just any change of speed pitch. It dances all over the place. Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Check swing here as they'll appeal it down to Eric Summersgill at third, and he says no swing, so it's ball one. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
At the plate now, Jorge Alfaro. And there's a base hit on a line.
Hey, this guy's obviously seeing the ball right now. That's another hard hit single. 3 for 4 right there. He's looking super solid at the plate.
Stevie Wilkerson will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 13, Stevie Wilkerson.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. And a a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Holder has pitched just under 60 innings with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. And a half-hearted attempt that time as he broke the plane of the plate. It's a ball and 2 strikes now. Runners on first with 1 down. Inside and a hair low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Just hung in there on that one. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. He's set. Here's the 3-2. He's running again. He swings and misses. Throw down. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. 1 hit in the inning, but that gets erased. We've played 8 full. The Yankees lead this one 10-8. Stevie Wilkerson will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop, number 13, Stevie
All set to start the 9th in this one, and striding into the plate, it'll be Miguel Andujar.
leading off for the Yankees. The designated hitter,
First pitch of the at-bat.
Andujar.
Ball, that's low.
Swung on and missed. 1-1. Fouled away. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. The 2-2 one more time. Hit hard to the right. Foul. Fouled off.
4 foul balls in this AB. Pitcher cannot find anywhere to go to put this guy away.
The 2-2 one more time. Is looked at and the count moves full.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long epic at bats you start to get into swing mode.
Got him, and he goes down on strikes for the 3rd time.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Into the box, Gio Urshela. And he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. The 1-0. Really pulled that one across as the slider misses well inside. Slapped hard the opposite way, but taken in over at first for the 2nd out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher. Standing in, Garrett Cooper. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In there for strike 1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
You got to go into battle mode after falling down 0-2 and find a way to work yourself back to even.
0-2 count and the pitch. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together in this last at-bat if they want to get back in this thing. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. So nothing in the Bombers' ninth. Last chance coming up for Baltimore. They'll need two, but as they've shown they're capable, it's 10-8. Tommy Canely enters the game to finish this one off here in the bottom of the ninth.
Number 48, Tommy Canely.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Julian Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher...
Meanwhile here, this is going to be trouble out there in left center, as it ought to be good for extra bases. And the Orioles are in business here. It's a leadoff double.
That's exactly what they needed. Down by 2 runs, the leadoff man puts himself in scoring position with the tying run coming to plate. The temptation for the next batter is to swing for the fences and tie it up with one swing, but a base hit brings home a run and keeps momentum on your side. We'll see how he goes about it.
First offering on its way. Michael Brantley stands in as he looks at a called strike. No one out with a runner at second. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. And he throws it away. So they'll slap an error on the catcher there, and you can tell he's not happy back there. So stepping in, Trey Mancini, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Out in front here is this one scorched foul to the left. Canely has over 40 innings on his line so far with a dominant sub-3 ERA, good by anybody's standards. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. And he misses with it, 1-1. Canely playing here in his age 31 season. He was selected in the first round back in the draft of 2013.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Tries to change up on him there, but it's a ball, 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And this one misses for ball 4, and now that'll load him up here with nobody out. So now the Oriole cleanup hitter, Miguel Sano, looking to give his team the lead if he can drive a ball deep enough into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. And the runners will stay put here on ball one. And he fouls this one off. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. Lays off the 1-2 changeup, and he's worked it back to 2-2. Working for the punch out and the offering. And he gets him swinging. What a big out there, as there is now one away.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Here's Carlos Santana now, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Oh, 1 count, and the pitch. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. The 1-2. Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. Full count now. 3-2.
Gotta love a late rally, and listen to this crowd now. They are really into this.
Checked his swing there, and did he go? No, he did not, says the third base umpire, so it's ball 4.
And it's times like these that a pitcher feels awfully lonely. I can see why he didn't want to be too aggressive. Last thing he wants to do is give up a grand slam to a dangerous hitter, but walking in a run is painful too, and here he is again, still with the bases loaded.
So striding in, Howie Kendrick, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Kendrick waiting, now the pitch. Swung on and missed for the first strike.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Tying and winning runs on base here with 1 big out. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
No contact there, and it's 1-2.
I never found myself on the mound.
Striding in once again, Anthony Santander. He's got the potential tying run at third, the winning run at second base. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Right fielder looking up, still ranging back. Ball game. So he will touch them all on the grand slam, and none.
Man, I guess a regular walk-off wasn't enough for him. So he blasts a grand slam in the final at bat to win this thing. I've seen a lot of things in my day, but that was something very special.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
(13-10), more like a halftime score in a football game. That's the way this one ends. Baltimore came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Paul Fry earns the victory out of the bullpen, his 5th. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney on the field, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network. Have a good night, everybody.
Time of the ball game,